Hello, my beautiful Aquarians, and welcome to your general guidance with me, Julie Poole. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea, put your feet up. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. This is a timeless reading, so when it resonates for you, when it finds you, that's when it's right for you. Okay, I put this on a playlist for Aquarius, so you can just check out any reading that feels right for you at the time. Don't worry about the timelines, they're collapsing at the moment. We don't need them anymore. All right, we've got the Lovers, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, Seven of Coins, Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups, Queen of Coins, Eight of Coins, and the Ace of Coins. Right, okay. All right, let's chat. Let me get you an affirmation card. That's the Tarot of Dreams. This is from Hoping to Having affirmation cards. All right, all the cards I use are linked below, and the equipment I use, and my website, and my books, and things like that, if you're interested. Okay, so we are releasing fear of failure, and we want both of those. Okay. All right, let's have a look. We've got positivity and abundance. Let's have a little chat about these then. All right, so Aquarius, this is your affirmation. I want you to get into this energy. I am, let me bring it closer, releasing any fear of failure within my being and energy now and fully align with success. Okay. I am releasing fear of failure, right? This could be about you going for a job interview. This could be that you're going on a diet, a healthier way of eating. You're starting the gym. You're starting dating. Anything like that. Anything, any area of life. Whenever we do something new, we are scared. All right, perfectly normal reaction. We're scared that we're going to fail, that it won't work, that we're wasting our time. All right, we can start off super positive, and that's quite normal too. And then after a little while, that positivity starts to wane, that motivation starts to wane, and then the doubts come in. So, whatever this is about for you, I want you to get into this energy that you are releasing any fear of failure and fully aligning with success, right? Because when we believe we're going to be successful and we hold that truth, then we generally are, all right? And along with that, we want positivity. I am in a state of positivity. I allow negativity and stress to move out of my energy and life easily. Right. So, first of all, recognizing sometimes life is not a box of chocolates and it can be a little bit stressful. And then we get a bit stuck in this belief that says life is stressful. So we create more stress. We don't mean to. We didn't do it deliberately. We're just in an energy of stress, so stress keeps coming. So we need to break that cycle. I explain this in my book, From Hoping to Having, how to do that and how it all works in terms of the psychology and the mind and the belief systems. So I want you to start aligning with, I'm allowing negativity and stress to move out of my energy and life easily. So we're moving into this positive space. When we're in that positive space, more positivity starts to come towards us. It's the law of attraction, right? That's how it works. And now we've got this abundant card. I am abundant. Money flows easily and readily to me now. That was my mantra in 2019. And I tell you, it worked because my income went up and up and up. I am abundant. It wasn't just the mantra. I had to change some thinking. I had to align. I had to release some beliefs about struggle and lack. But this is a powerful affirmation. I am abundant. So what we do is we look at any areas of our life where there is abundance. There's all sorts of tips and tricks I could give you, but I'd go on too long. But money flows easily and readily to me now is a wonderful mantra. All right. and you're in this energy of abundance and gratitude. Money flows easily and readily to me now. Let that be your mantra and it will help. Okay, so let's look at this then. We've got one major arcana card, the Lovers, a card of decisions, making decisions from the heart, trusting your heart. Everything else is minor arcana, which means more on a day-to-day nitty-gritty level. All right, so Aquarius, we've got two aces, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Coins. So a new beginning is what you're stepping into, which is wonderful. So let's look at it in a bit more detail then. The Lovers, yes, it can be about loving relationships, romantic relationships, but it's predominantly a card of following your heart. We need to make a decision based on what the heart says rather than what the head says. So you are focused on money here, all right? Money and abundance. And we need to make a decision about that. Now, for the majority of you, this is about money. Doesn't have to be, because coins is about anything that's grounded, safe, secure. We're looking at that stability. That's what we're after. But for many of you, that stability is about finances. So we're getting into this flow of abundance, positivity, releasing stress, and stepping into the flow of abundance financially. The Seven of Coins is a card of, I've put a lot of work into something. That might be your career, that might be a relationship, that might be your health. It doesn't have to just be about jobs and money. But you've put a lot of work in, a lot of effort. So the Seven of Coins is having a look at it. Is it worth it? Am I getting back what I'm putting into it? Or will I eventually? Like an example of that would be going to university and doing a degree, doing a load of courses. I put a lot of work into this so that I can increase my knowledge, because potentially through that increase in knowledge, I might be able to earn a decent standard of living. If I've put a lot of work into a relationship, and all relationships have their ups and downs, and especially at the beginning, a lot of effort and time and energy getting to know each other, we're then looking at, is it worth it? Am I actually getting back from this what I'm putting into it, or am I wasting my energy and time? So it's a card of reflection. She's sitting there under the tree with her basket and her little dog, waiting for the right time to pick the fruits of her labor. Now, this is about looking at it, especially because we've got it with the Queen of Coins, which is about having money in abundance and having more than enough, to say, am I getting that back? If I'm not, is it time to perhaps put a bit more effort into it? Or is it time to say, perhaps I've taken everything out of this that I can, and it's time now to move on. It's time to take that learning, nothing's wasted, take that learning and start a new project, put that learning into that new project. So we're reflecting. Now, we can be absolutely hitting the time where we're getting the rewards now, right? So it's looking at it, it's contemplating, and it's saying, oh yes, I am ready to pick the fruits of my labor. All right. So whatever this is for you, you want to know that the money is there, that the energy exchange is there, because the Queen of Pentacles, yes, she's about money, but it's about, I've put a lot of work into this job and now they're recognizing it. They're giving me bonuses. They want to promote me, or I put a lot of work into this business and I'm ready now to take it to the next level. It's all about looking at that and saying, maybe if this was a job, I put a lot of work in, I've gone as far as I can in this particular role or for this particular company now, and I'm ready to look for a promotion or something elsewhere that I can move to the next level, where it's evaluation, right? But if I'm going to be receiving, I've got my baskets ready and I'm saying, right, let's bring it on. It's harvest time. That's predominantly the energy. It's harvest time. And sometimes what happens is we look at it and say, there's no harvest coming, or actually I've already taken everything I can from that tree and it's time to move on. So you're looking at it all right? Now from that, you're making decisions about, Okay, all right, thank you. So right, they're interrupting my spiritual team. The Lovers card being with there's the decision. I'm thinking about the work and effort I've put in. I'm making a decision about whether it's worth it. Is this the right time to reap the rewards, to take the results from it? Yeah. So if this was a relationship I've put a lot of work in, I am looking at it and saying, from my heart, I'm ready to move in with this person or get married. And yes, it feels amazing. Or my baskets are empty and I'm not getting anything back here, and it's time to move on. Time to make a decision, whatever it's about. You know, if you've been on a diet, a way of eating, and you're looking at the results of your health, of the scales of your clothes, and saying, yeah, this is working really well. Great, happy days, fabulous, keep going. If this is like, no, this isn't working for me, let's try a different way of then, let's try something else. So that's the bit, you've got to make a decision. All right. Now, there's some conflict about that because the Lovers card, make a decision, is next to the Five of Wands, which is a card of arguments and argy-bargy, competition. So in terms of making this decision, let's say it's about a relationship, whether it's worth taking it to the next level, whether it's worth walking away from it. I'm going to be in kind of argument with myself here. There might be arguments from other people. And so I'm going to look at that. And from there, I'm making a decision because I am moving on one way or the other. All right. Because the Eight of Wands is the minor arcana equivalent to the Chariot. This is good news, forward movement. The brakes are off. I'm ready to let the, not so much let it go, take what I need and move on to the next bit. Now, if this is about a job that, yes, I'm ready to move to the next level, you may well be in the concern here about, well, everybody else wants that promotion. I've got to be in competition with people. Just let that go, all right? That if it's right for you, it'll come to you. Because the Seven of Wands is also next to that. So if we look at that top row, I know I'm darting around a bit, sorry, it's the way my brain works. We're making a decision. There might be some disagreements about that, but I'm holding my ground. I'm standing up for myself. I'm not backing down. I'm not being a pushover. I'm holding my ground. But let's come back to this middle row. So there's Five of Wands with the Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Coins. There may be some pushback, some arguments, but I'm not going to let it derail me because that Lovers card says I'm making a decision from my heart and I trust my heart. So I'm following my heart. I'm following what my heart is saying because my heart is coming from my soul. So I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to move on. The Eight of Wands means the brakes are off. There's nothing in the way. There's nothing stopping you. You're ready. Eights are the numbers of infinity and flow and abundance, right? So we can be flowing or we can be blocked in the flow, but it's flowing. We're not blocked here. We're ready to move forward. Now we've got two eights because we've also got the Eight of Coins. So we are moving forward and we're working on something here. Now, because it's the Eight of Coins, this could be to do with work for many of you. We're ready to move on. We're ready to reap the rewards. I've worked hard here. I've done all my qualifications. I've done courses. I've done this, that, and the other. I've learned my craft because the Eight of Coins is the expert craftsman. And I'm ready now to apply that and move myself forward to a new beginning. So this could be a new job that you're working on getting, or a business or a side hustle, and it could be related to money. Doesn't have to be. You could be working on your health, your well-being. You're working on relationships, connections, but you are, with the two eights here, absolutely ready to move this forward. Now, the Seven of Wands is saying it's really important that you hold your own, that you hold your ground, because doubts can come in, especially with that Five of Wands when we've got arguments going on, disagreements. Might be you're arguing with yourself, or it might be that other people are arguing. This might be I'm ready to move on to a different job. And your colleagues at work are saying, oh, no, you can't leave. We need you. And you're like, oh, perhaps I should stay then. No, no, you've got to do what's right for you. Hold your ground, stand in your power, don't back down, the courage of your convictions, because there is a new beginning being offered to you that you're stepping towards. Two aces here. Ace of coins can be new job, new stability, could be a new relationship as well. All right, coins isn't just about money. Ace of Cups is this is going to make you happy. So if this is a new job, it's something that's going to fulfill you. It's not something that you're just doing for the money. You're doing it because you enjoy it. It's going to make you happy. If this is a new relationship, it's filling your heart up. This is a beautiful combination of something that is grounded, solid, secure, and happy. So we have this new beginning wanting to come in. And that's what you are choosing. That's what you're making this decision. Is it time to move on? Is it time to take the rewards? Is it time to say, I've taken what I can from this and it's time now to let that go? I am moving on and I'm working on moving on and I am holding my ground. I'm stepping into this new beginning. Okay. Right. Let's clarify. This is the Light Seers Tarot. We've got some new tarot decks coming next week, so you'll see some different decks soon. All right, tell me more for Aquarius, please. Let's have a look at this one. So with the Lovers making a decision, we've got the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Chariot. You have to make this decision. This is the universe saying I meant what I said. That Eight of Wands in the middle of the reading there, that's the minor arcana equivalent to the Chariot, forward movement, victory, success, and now the Chariot's come out. You see, this decision that you want to make, or you don't want to make, but you need to make, is based on what is working and what's not, what's stagnant, what's not flowing, what's boring, what's unfulfilling. That Four of Cups is a card of meh, it's all right. It's not quite, giving me everything I thought it was going to give me. It's a bit, right. You're looking at that. This is why I feel something is just, you've outgrown it. You've outgrown the space. So you're stepping into the Page of Wands, which is opportunities for something exciting and new, and that it's uplifting, it's motivating, it's fresh. So it might be a new relationship, it might be a new job, it might be a new hobby that or habit that is really exciting. You're doing something that's going to motivate you every day. Something feels really good here. But the Page of Wands is the opportunity opening up, that you are stepping into, making that decision to say, yeah, I'm going to start looking into that. And pages generally are kind of investigating, finding out, creating that opportunity. So once you've done that, now the Chariot comes in. Now we can really move forward, really moving forward at a rate of knots. So this is why we've got this releasing fear of failure and aligning with success, because the Chariot is success, right? We are moving towards success. Right, what else are we clarifying here, please? Let's have a look at this Five of Wands, the arguments, all right? Who or what is battling against you? Tell me more about this Five of Wands, please. Okay. Right, so the Five of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Hearts. Somebody could be pulling on your heartstrings here. Somebody might be doing a little bit of emotional manipulation, but I need you. You can't leave now. Yeah. All right. When I'm clarifying the Five of Wands, which is battle energy. So who's arguing with you? So they're not fighting you as in you're horrible and load of insults, but they could well be with the Queen of Cups, pulling on some emotion here. So I want you to step back from that. Tell me more about this, because this feels a little bit manipulative, a little bit needy. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. No. All right. So I'm listening to them. Sorry. We've got the Ten of Cups. I think they are going to be saying to you, but it could be so much happier. You know, we just need to do this or this. It could be so much better. We can make this stable and secure. And, you know, do you really want to be on your own? Nine of Pentacles. Let's keep doing this together. And you're really considering taking a step back and retreating from that whole decision. And I don't feel that you should, because we've got that Seven of Wands there. So what I want you to do instead with that Four of Swords is take a step back from the arguments and come back to your own heart and what feels right for you. Following your guidance. We can be heavily influenced by people, especially when they're very much coming from the heart, or, you know, tugging on the heartstrings. There's ever such a lot of emotional manipulation. So ask yourself those questions. Am I saying, yeah, all right then, okay, I won't move on out of guilt? Because that's not right and that's not fair. So bring it back to you, okay? Tell me more about this new beginning, these aces. Let's find out a little bit more about these aces, okay? All right, we've got the Magician. I love the Magician. It's my favorite card in the deck. And the reason for that is because all of us have the creative force inside us, which we might discern as magic. But it is magic, it is creative force, and we can create the life that we want. The Magician has all four aces. He can, or she can, completely transform and alchemize the situation into something that is just right for you. This is you stepping into your power, you being the magician of your own life, you creating what you want to create for you. Now, it's a number one, which is about the I. It's about the self. Now, this is not selfish. It's about, I have to follow my own path. I have to do what's right for me. And that's the bit that I am following towards this new beginning. You're basically, this new beginning wants to come in, these aces, and you're in your magic to create it. Don't let manipulation derail you. You stick with your own truth. And you stick with your own light. We've got the Star. You see, you're stepping into your magic to create the world that you want to create for yourself. And you are allowing your own light to shine. The Star is your hopes and wishes and dreams. It's also healing energy. It's a beautiful, bright light, glowing. Are you glowing, or are you dimming your glow? It is time to follow your North Star. Oh, that's strong. That's just come through. It is time to follow your North Star and step into it. All right, Aquarius? Okay, let's finish off with an angel message for you. Final message for my Aquarians, please. All right. Positive intentions. Now, we've also got this, haven't we? So this is a double message. I'm in a state of positivity. I allow negativity and stress to move out of my energy and life easily. And now the angels are coming in with the same message. Number 14 is a 5. Fives are about change. So we are changing our mindset from life is stressful and difficult to all the stress is moving out of my life easily. I'm in a state of positivity. We also have magic in this card because those are not horses. They are unicorns in the background. She is holding a basket of cornucopia of the fruits of her labor. And we were talking about that with the 7 of coins. It's time for you to reap the rewards and allow yourself to move forward. Make that decision. I'm ready to move forward, because those aces are waiting for you, and your starlight, following your North Star from a positive place, is where you are at right now. Okay. All right, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back on Friday with a collective message, and I'll see you then. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.